this is actually a good segue from the menu, because actually on that front end collection menu, we saw that you can indeed access the online functions from the front end, because it's just right there. You can just click on it. Unlike in BNLC, where you had to go inside each collection, go to the com menu, and then you can do it. But now it seems to be like all together in one menu, possibly. And then I'm just gonna kind of go on a bullet list here, and then we can, talk more about it as we go through. But some questions were, it kind of goes back to like that Star Force 1 versus Star Force 3 thing we saw. Like, is that real? Is that really real? Especially because the online functions can be accessed from the get-go now. Also, we saw that Quick Match is indeed a feature that exists. We don't know what it does, but we could talk about it. And then we also saw that battle points are counted separately from your rank. So what the heck do battle points do? And we'll leave it at that for right now. So, TGP, you have anything to say about all that?
I truly do feel that the Star Force 1 versus Star Force 3 is wishful thinking. It's just not gonna happen. I'll give it the 1% that it might happen, but I'm definitely on the camp of it's not gonna happen, because the thing is, even if you start mixing noises or star forms, whatever, you also have to consider too that there are even like little small mechanic changes between game to game. So if they were to somehow incorporate all of that into one singular battle, I feel like it'd be too much. I can go on about para panels between Star Force 2 and Star Force 3, but that'll take forever. But other than that, yeah, I'm just kind of in that camp of like, yeah, it's just like, oh, I like Star Force 1, I like Star Force 3, it's on my name card. I get the feeling Quick Match is like, we're just gonna throw you in a match and you're gonna play that game. I can't imagine that, to be honest with you. It sounds kind of, I don't know, like if it was like one game, I get it, but with 3 different games, that's maybe if you go inside the Quick Match, you can pick 1, 2, or 3. That might be a possibility. I think so, but otherwise, yeah, I can't really fully imagine what Quick Match would look like. And then I think Battle Points is going to go for cosmetic stuff for your name card.
Yeah, I'll add to your point about the Quick Match. I think it would be cool if the reason why it says Star Force 1 versus Star Force 3 is because you can pick what game you prefer to play, but then like when you match up with someone on a roulette, it'll select which game you actually play. I think that could actually help with that issue of finding players, because now you're searching between all 3 games instead of just one singular game, so you'll be able to find people to play with a lot easier.
Yeah, they very well could take a cue from the Capcom fighting collections, because those games let you queue up in multiple games at the same time, and whichever one finds a match first is what you could go with.
Yeah, that would be like the most ideal thing, honestly. Yeah, like imagine if this was a thing in the Battle Network Legacy Collection. Like queuing in the Battle Network Legacy Collection was a nightmare, because like it's 6 games, 6 different meta games. People don't even have like an indicator of which game do they prefer to play, and pretty much everything has to be done outside of the game, like arranging matches on Discord and whatever, you know. With like something like a Quick Match that just matches you up with like whoever is like queuing at that time, independent of which game they're playing, like that just makes queuing like it makes Star Force into a proper multiplayer game.
Exactly.
If I may jump in on that to offer my thoughts, since I believe I was next. I am of the opinion that almost every single feature that they're adding or changing for Star Forces Online is to prevent the issue of Battle Network, where very quickly after the Legacy Collection launched, Online was completely dead. It was basically impossible to find any matches at all, regardless of platform. It was a little bit better on Switch and Steam, but even on PS4, from what I've heard, it was just completely, or sorry, even on Switch and Steam, it was just completely barren. And the addition of Quick Match to just throw you into a match, presumably, by randomizing some of the settings and just getting you into a match as quickly as possible, and also allowing you to choose online from the menu, from the main menu. You don't have to go into the games themselves. I am absolutely of the opinion that they're doing all this to prevent the online being as dead as Battle Networks was, because I could absolutely see them being concerned about that.
Yeah,
it was such a big problem in BNLC.
They're not competing. They're like not. You know, they have like a clear path in the way of bringing back Star Force multiplayer, so they better take all the chances they can to make it as good as possible.
So
I'm also worried because Star Force, when it originally came out, as I mentioned, didn't sell as well as Battle Network. Yeah. So doing these changes to make, because I'm going to be honest with you, I do suspect that this game is not going to sell as well as Battle Network, just based on the pure popularity of each sub-series. So by making these changes, it ensures that there is at least a much higher chance of you jumping into a match and getting someone versus Battle Network. Also, I definitely do not think we're going to be able to fight between games. Tribe King alone would just completely bust everything. That's probably like Mario Party Superstars, where you can just determine which is your favorite game and display that on your brother band name card.
I agree. I want to add this along with that, but I think Star Force Legacy Collection has a better chance of like getting a big W with the PvP community as compared to Battle Network. The thing is, Battle Network already had the cards stacked against it because Tango exists, and for anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's basically rollback netcode for Battle Network. It has a bunch of other features that are fan made, but there's some incredible features that just streamlines the entire process of getting into PvP. Star Force doesn't really have anything like that. I even watched some PvP videos on YouTube recently, even ones that were posted this week, and there's still noticeable lag, probably input delay from what it looked like. There's definitely still issues that the collection could stand to alleviate at least a little bit, or at least be on par with that experience. So, they're basically one rollback netcode announcement away from getting a big W there.
There's also the added bonus of, the collection being easier to access comparatively.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. I was wondering whether or not we could mention Tango in the discussion, because I don't know what the rules are in terms of all of this. But yeah, that's what I mean when I said that Star Force has like a clear path to do very well multiplayer wise, because they're not competing with anybody. Like the moment they introduce something like rollback netcode into a multiplayer Star Force mode, like that's gonna like, regardless of how unpopular Star Force is, like that's going to be a massive W for the community.
Sure.
Yeah,
I think there might actually be a chance, just because BNLC, all the games in that collection were on assembly, so there's not a ton of editing you could do there. But it was something like Star Force that seems to be even more of a source port than what came before. There might be a chance. I guess I'll let people smarter than me on that subject speak about it, though, but that's just my speculation.
I do believe it would be LBD's turn then.
Yeah, go ahead.
I am going to largely abstain from talking about online because I do not plan to play it, because I am very opposed to murder, specifically my own. That said, If this does improve the online matchmaking scenario enough, I do wonder if they will take what they've got going here and retroactively apply it in an update to Battle Network Legacy Collection.
Ooh,
Possible. Like
see-
anything's possible.
Yeah, before I would have said not possible because these things don't get updates. But then TGS happened and Ace Attorney Collection 1 got an update.
Yeah.
On top of that,
yeah.
oh, they were breaking the rules before that because the Marvel, or not Marvel, well, partly Marvel, the Capcom Fighting Collections.
They got an update with Alpha 3 getting max characters, right?
Yeah.
Among other things, and they did some other general updates and additions to the new ones that they applied retroactively to the previous releases as well. So it's not unheard of, especially for something in a competitive scene.
Even added some features that people didn't even know existed until like 2 weeks ago. Like, hey, Marvel 2 has a random button. that did not exist in that game until the collection came out, and people didn't find out because it's a hidden function.
Listen, I'm not gonna count the egg before they hatch. But if an update happens, bro, I'm going to cry of joy.
It would be nice if they backported some of the online PvP adjustments that they make to Star Force, like the quick match mode, for example.
That would be nice.
Yeah, just even some of the menu interface stuff you guys were talking about as improvements, like, that might go far there too.
Yeah.
What if you wanted to quick match in BNLC? You're expecting to play BN6 and have some fun, but then the game matches you up with a Battle Network 1 player and you get Anubis to death.
I don't think that's going to happen because you're still separated by the volumes, but if it's like, 1 through 3 or 4 through 6...
the volumes.
That kind of puts a wrench in things, but, like...
I mean, you can still get drawn into a BN4 match, and then you get the kill the flag mode, and they delete you in 1 second or something like that.
I do think, like, being able to queue up volume-wide at least would still be big.
Yeah, I had totally forgotten about the volumes because like most of my playtime is in volume 2. Like I ever since I cleared BN3, like I've totally forgotten about volume 1. It's collecting dust.
I do think it's super important that they at least have decent online functionality because Star Force games are not, like, I can't say reliant, but they get so much better if you exchange contacts with brothers and other people just to get more forms and more stuff. They should get that ready.
Yeah, like LBD being an example, like not everyone likes to be competitive. So that's the cool thing about Star Force is you can just basically add someone as your brother, aka your friend, on social media, and then like get benefits when you're playing single player, even by just doing that. So hopefully for people like LBD, there's a way to become brothers of someone outside of just playing PvP battles.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Pretty critical to the series' plot as well overall. It's like one of the main themes of the series is making friends.
Yep, connecting with others,
Your friends are literally your power.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially because that's how you access the other transformations.
It's gonna be odd seeing people running rogue noise or rogue forms. It's gonna be funny to think about.
Yeah.
Look at
bro, you're online now. You can't complain.
Look at this loser not having friends.
Oh no.
Okay, so
What if he was always connected?
Pretend for a second I have no idea what you're talking about, because I don't. What's the rogue form and what does that mean? What's that about?
These are forms you can only get if you have no brothers. It is literally friendless behavior.
Okay, so basically it's based on the character Rogue, basically Mega Man's rival in the series. His whole thing is he, hates friendship, he rejects it, so he has the power of, being solo, because his name is Solo.
He's the biggest hater of all time.
I respect ponies in his spare time.
Yeah, it's like his human name is Solo, and then when he transforms, he's Rogue. So there's a theme there.
I called him Bly for the longest time because I watched the Japanese anime.
Yeah.
We love those mid-2000s subtitles that can't get L's and R's right.
Yeah.
Oh, was it Bly?
Yeah. Everyone called him Bly back then.
Yeah, because the subtitle said Bly, so I thought that was actually his name.
I remember that era.
You're right.
I was there.
Shout out to Star Force 2, the Spanish version, which translates every boss name into Spanish, making him called Renegado.
Oh my gosh, I remember the molding. I remember the molding that happened when the English names for the Star Force 2 characters were announced, because we were so used to the Japanese names and the anime and all that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what a time. But who was next? I believe it was Quinn. Or no, Lucina. Lucina,
yeah, that would be me.
Online.
I have no idea what to expect about the whole thing we saw about the two profiles of Star Force 1 and Star Force 3. A part of me kind of wants to see like these two games come together to see like how different the scaling of power is between each version's mechanics. Just for the sake of
want to see that, and trust me, I'm a man of chaos. I would love to see it. There you go.
I feel like the best way to. Oh, good.
I say that just for stating the sake of my own curiosity, and what's also just like got my curiosity at its maximum to the point where it will kill the cat. I don't know what they intend by quick match. Like I'm of the same mind where it could just be you press a button and you get put into a random queue, kind of like you're set up for a queue in a battle royale or something, and you just get thrown into a random opponent with whatever game you played last. But I also want to know about the battle points, because like I wonder if those are like gonna be accessible purely through the online battles, or as we'll discuss later, but I'm touching on right now, I wonder if those will be rewarded to you for completing achievements. And like, depending on how difficult each achievement is, you get a certain number of battle points.
Maybe, but I'll say like in the trailer, we've seen that when you win a battle in PvP, that's when you get battle points. Like, it's a separate counter compared to your rank.
Yeah.
So it seems like that would be like the main method to get BP. Just a matter of like, what do you spend it on? Which I think it's cosmetics, because we've seen like banners on your profile card, like artwork of Sonya and Luna, sometimes them together. So it's probably that.
Maybe.
Yep. And then Quint, what do you have to say about online?
Since we're talking about the BP, now that I'm thinking about it, they could probably take a cue from Operation Shooting Stars Star Coliseum in terms of what you spend the BP on, because that game added a new NPC to the land's homepage that lets you spend points you earn from the Coliseum on battleships and whatnot. So they could probably add NPCs for each game that lets you spend stuff in each game. Now, who knows? Could be more battle cards, abilities, stuff like that.
I have an idea.
You know, I have an idea too, actually.
Let's see if it's the same one, because I was thinking about the blank cards.
Yes, blank and illegals.
Oh. Yeah, and illegals, that's true too.
Illegals?
So, Star Force 3 has battle cards called illegal cards that you get through noises. And I don't remember why they were called illegal.
Well, they were called it because they were not a part of the game's library.
Yep.
Yeah, so... Yeah. But I was trying to remember, there was a story element to it.
They're basically corrupted data that's being reobtained from noise, from what I can recall.
Okay.
I mean, putting it simply, it's totally legal because, hey, you weren't supposed to get that from this battle.
Yeah. Hey, you're not supposed to get that good card.
It's like
an
entirely different drop pool than what you would normally get from the enemy.
And normally they're, I wouldn't say better, but they are pretty good.
Yeah, they're either cards from Star Force 1 and 2 or like beefed up versions of normal cards.
They're like the best versions of the cars, the X versions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just entirely new cards in general that didn't exist until now, like Spin Blade or Sword Fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sword Fighter is such a badass card.
Yep, all Sword Fighter. But yeah, I was thinking like with like Star Force 2's blank cards, where you can essentially set it to any card you want, as provided you know the wave command code for it. Maybe that you can like spend BP to select from a list what card you want.
If for some reason it is kept, maybe they'll do it for the Lunar Knights cards. Maybe.
Ooh, that'll be
they keep that event.
Cool.
You would need some way to get the items. I agree.
So if like there's no event, but hey, you can still have the cards, battle points. That's what you can do.
So from my understanding, you gotta make a lot of trades with the Lunar Knights game, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So they would need some way to facilitate that, and BP could come into question then.
I could also see it just because they were used in a similar way in Battle Network Legacy Collection with Otenko in Battle Network 6.
Yeah.
I figured that might be a similar case. I just wasn't aware if Star Force ever had like a crossover trader or something crazy.
No, we had Wi-Fi. We had direct communication.
Yep.
We got technology.
We got the technology.
Yeah, Star Wars still didn't have actual online battles, but it will now. And let me tell you, it's going to be Wild West for that, because we talk about how simple mechanics are Star Wars 1 as compared to 2 and 3, but have you seen that library?
It's a pretty stacked library.
Oh boy, yeah. Those games are like
the Battle Network 3s.
Big for completionists. Yeah.
It's more comparable to 6s because it was direct follow-up, because Star Wars 1 has a lot of strong cards.
Yep. One of them sticky.
Skill rain.
First gonna rain on your parade with rain and Moai heads.
Oh yeah.
I love Moai heads.
Don't forget the eyes.
I love them so much.
Too bad that Star Force and ZX never had a crossover compatibility thing like Zero and Battle Network did.
No. Well, they had the thingy with the BN games that you could input them to get a special reward, but nothing much.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something like you got like the Z Saber in the Battle Network games, and you could put the Battle Network viruses in the Zero games. It's too bad that the Star Force and ZX games never did anything like that, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just kept to their predecessors.
There's only one thing you can do in 1 and 2, that if you put a Battle Network game into the second slot of your DS, you get like a special scenario where you get the BN Buster for Mega Man, and you get to meet Mega Man.exe. It was a cool, small tidbit, but nothing beyond that.
Star Force 2 had the diaries that explains what happens after BN6, which was kind of neat.
Yeah. I'm wondering how they're gonna go about that now, because like back on the original DS version, you need to have a copy of Battle Network in your DS Game Boy Advance slot while Star Force 1 was running to access the Battle Network Buster event.
It's probably the same thing as Zero ZX Legacy Collection, where it's a menu toggle.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's probably just gonna be on by default, because unlike with ZX, you don't need 2 different games to access these things. You just need any game. So it should be a flag that they switch to on.
And were these diary entries were they required on the original hardware to have the Game Boy, to have the Battle Network game in the GBA slot, or was that just something?
I believe so.
After the first one, they're all just there, so you just take it out after that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like proof of purchase, essentially. Go ahead.
So what did the Battle Network Buster do in Star Force?
It was very fast.
You max speed and lower attack.
Like a machine gun.
Yeah.
Neat. I think it would have been cool if Star Force and ZX had been able to connect, though, because imagine being able to go through ZX with like a Model G or something, like using Star Force Mega Man.
I should probably mention, since you're not familiar with Star Force, but Star Force Buster is somewhat different than the other Busters. It's more so you hold down the button, you don't push it for each shot.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it all charges.
It's like a rapid fire machine gun type thing, and if you let go of the B button, it auto charges.
Yep.
Okay, I think I forgot about that. I'm not completely unfamiliar with it. I figured it'd probably come up later, but I beat Star Force 1 Dragon. That's like out of Battle Network and Star Force, probably the only game besides Battle Network 4 I've beaten legit. Star Force 2, I stopped partway. Star Force 3, I never got to play, so I'm looking forward to the collection just based on that.
Let's go.
You're gonna have a great time.
Yeah.
I sure hope so.
Yeah. Imagine a Mega Man game where auto charging is a built-in mechanic.
It sounds crazy to think about, yeah.
Some of the X games have that. I use it when it's available.
Yeah, it's an option though, but Star Force forces you to use it.
Oh, you mean default? Yeah.
Yeah, by default.
Yeah, it's by default.
Yeah, auto rapid fire and auto charge on my default is like most people playing X games nowadays.
Yeah. But I think we had Burn Crow next. Yeah, I mean, anything to add?
So on the topic of, it was a topic of the battle points and the online, right? Before I forget and go into other things.
Yeah, anything about online.
So you guys have discussed this pretty thoroughly now, but I think what I can add is that yes, I do believe that it's gonna be like the Capcom Fighting Collection 2, where you choose which game you want and you just get drawn into the match. As for battle points, the idea of having it like OSS, where you get special cards and all, sounds cool, but I think my guess is that it's gonna be just a ranking measurement, you know, like you get points after every battle and you just rank higher, you know? That's what I got from looking at the trailers.
Well, there were two separate
placing my bet in the same thing.
Yeah, BP is not related to your rank at all. They're separate rank points you get.
That is interesting. I didn't get that from just looking at the trailer.
Yeah, if you look at the results screen, there's one section for BP and another section for your rank.
Oh boy. Then I suppose we have a chance of getting like an in-game shop or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Agreed.
What the thing is, what are you going to buy with that?
Yeah, that's the big question. It's like, what will you buy with that?
Little Kingdom GX. 10 of them.
To be honest, I think it's going to be cosmetic.
Let's go. I think mustache for Omega Zis.
That'd be funny.
I'm more referring to the brother band. What are they called? The brother band cards that you use to signify your status? Is it just brother bands? I forget. It's been a while.
Yeah, brother bands.
Actually,
I think it's going to be customizing your brother band.
Yeah.
This is kind of a topic we'll touch on later, but they did reveal that you'll have a selection to use like profile pictures from all 3 games, and maybe that ties into BP as well. Maybe you have to buy the different mugshots.
I can see it.
I think they mentioned there were going to be variants too, so yeah, I can definitely see that.
Yeah, like color options maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
9,000 battle points for changing the card to purple. I can take that.
God, purple is my favorite color.
And then Roar, did you have anything to add?
Mostly what you guys said, I kind of agree with. I do have a concern though. So what they have in place, all good. But the lack of crossplay is the only thing that has me worried.
It's true.
Other than that, like, it's mostly going to be me piggybacking off of what you guys said. The battle points, that could be cosmetic. Everything that I have said is good, but again, the crossplay, I wonder if that's going to hurt the traffic, if you know what I mean.
Oh, it will. It will.
I have a feeling here's the thing. A lot of these games that should have had crossplay didn't. And you know why? Sony. They hate crossplay. They absolutely hate it.
That's usually the issue.
Yeah.
Sony.
Yeah.
They're so desperate for their exclusives that they just deny any opportunity for crossplay.
What exclusive? Do they have games anymore?
But also continuing on what I said, while that is a concern, I do agree with I forgot which one of you said it, but the main traffic's gonna be on Switch and Steam, so it's I don't know how much that's actually gonna be an issue. So,
yeah, that was a question from the viewers that I did want to address here in this discussion. What system should you be playing on if you care about online? Really, Aurora just said, Steam and Switch is pretty much the way to go. That's where most of the traffic is going to be, just because, Star Force has that legacy of being a DS game, and also mods and stuff like that on PC.
And free online,
Yeah, that's a big one too.
Well, free online, quote unquote, you're paying for your ISP.
I mean, it's free online
for all of it. You're paying for your ISP.
Well, you don't have to pay Nintendo either.
You'll gotta pay rent for it.
Yeah.
Even by that, I have to also pay food to stay alive, to play the game.
Just be a robot.
I really just don't understand how there's even a scene for PlayStation or Xbox, I don't even understand why there is more than 10 people on each platform. There's no reason.
Them releasing it on Xbox One is genuinely shocking because Battle Network didn't even come out there. I could see them backporting that at this point if they're interested. Yeah. I mean, from what I heard, 0ZX did so poorly on Xbox One that they didn't even consider it for Battle Network. So I'm genuinely happy they're trying this again.
And then people made a fuss.
Star Force never released outside of Nintendo platforms ever before this.
Yep. Then people made a fuss about MVC, so they're like, okay, fine, we'll do Xbox ports again.
Yeah, I'd love to see Battle Network come to Xbox.
Hell, even most of the people that I know in real life that own PlayStation consoles, they're like alien to the concept of single player games because they're so brain rotted by Fortnite and FIFA, bro.
Yeah, I think that's more prevalent.
Let alone
in
Mega Man
countries for sure.
Yeah. Sony is really the problem. I would love it if Capcom just said, fine, yours won't have crossplay and let all the other versions have crossplay.
That would be nice.
But, yeah, as far as not releasing on Xbox because of 0ZX, I think, judging whether or not to release your most popular series based on how your least popular series did, that's a very strange call to make, in my opinion, but okay, go off.
I mean, it's Capcom. They made a lot of strange calls before. The Capcom test exists for a reason.
Yeah.
I mean, I know how to fix it. Put Mega Man in Fortnite or something. They'll buy the games. Put Geo in.
Force people to get
I just want to point out, by the way, that statement that I made, I don't know if it's 100% true. I'm just going off of inference. I could be completely wrong. But I know that 0ZX Legacy Collection did not do well on Xbox.
Great Ace Attorney
didn't do well at all.
Great Ace Attorney.
That's true. It didn't do well at all. It didn't even crack 1 million units.
It was also just, it was also just the fact that Microsoft as a whole was just phasing out Xbox One releases.
Leave a like if you bought Zero CX on Xbox.
I did.
He did.
I was not gonna get any.
I
Twice.
also did. I bought all the legacies on Xbox that were available.
Oh, you better like it. You better give 2
Even
likes.
I even bought 11 on Xbox.
Same.
Nice.
I've got everything on Xbox that they put on Xbox as far as Mega Man goes.
And I'll be honest, I just need stuff to play on Xbox to
Sorry, I'm a
validate
fake
my
fan.
reason.
I don't have an Xbox.
That's because you value money more than I do.
Oh,
I can't even wrap my head around having such a paperweight called Xbox.
I at least have I have BNLC on all 3 platforms it came out on, so there's that.
Same.
After that, we are not getting a review code on Xbox, that's for sure.
Honestly, you might want to apply for the Xbox code. Maybe you actually have a higher chance of getting one in that case.
Nobody will want it.
Because nobody wants it.
Jesus.
Actually,
Damn, I didn't.
Can
I wasn't expecting
can I
death
interest
pops.
you? Can I interest you in $30 Game Pass and Game Pass tiers?
Nintendo's fault, by the way.
I mean, if they send me an Xbox to play the game code with, I'll ask for it. You know?
Yes, I want the Xbox code and I want an Xbox console to play it on. Thank you.
Mr. YouTuber.
Oh, everything is an Xbox, so done.
True.
Everything's a Nintendo after all.
According to my mom, yes.
Oh, those are the days.
Yeah.
We should probably be getting back on track.
Let's get back on track with something that was announced during the trailer. And we kind of figured it might show up eventually, but right away, we already got confirmation of the Wave Command cards in Star Force 2, along with the event cards like the King Grandeur they showed off in gameplay. TGP, how hyped are you to see Wave Command cards?
I'm so excited. You would not believe. I'm gonna put that little book to use that I bought many years ago.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
You don't even need it anymore.
Yeah, I don't think you even need to
I'm
use that
using
anymore.
it because I want to, man. Leave me alone.
I actually got the book back in the day too. It's really fun to look through.
Yeah.
I hate to interject, but for people like myself who probably have not played Star Force 2 before, what are Wave Command cards?
Do you want a quick TLDR?
Codes.
They're basically. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna to put it in the most simplest way possible. I forget how you access it through the menu, but it's like a very secretive
on the mega
way.
screen.
Yeah. Basically, you click on certain parts of the touchscreen, 6 different areas, and when you do, something happens. So if you use it on a blank card and you put the 6 specific spots, you get a card. And for Wave Command code, you can get like stats, you can get abilities, and you can also get different tribes.
Yep. So no matter which version you play, you can still start battle with any tribe you want through the Wave Command codes.
Like Tribe King.
Yes, like I've been Tribe King turn 1.
So does your version even matter what you choose? If you could just do that anyway?
Not necessarily.
No.
But I do believe the one way it does matter, if let's say for example you lose your form, you go back to what you picked.
So if you I was testing this out because I'm currently making the Star Force 2 version video. Look out for that soon, hopefully. But when you lose your form, when you go back to like the card selection menu and you try to tribe on again with a brother, if say your version is Zerker, you're gonna go into Zerker first before any of the others. So that's the only way where your version matters.
I think you can wave command to the rogue tribes, can't you? I don't remember.
I don't
Yeah, you
think
can. You
so.
can.
Wait, we can.
Megman Rogue is a wave command card.
Yeah.
What if he was purple?
Oh, I have to look again because I didn't see it when I was looking the other day.
Oh, so you can get rogue even with friends if you do that then?
Yeah,
I think.
you cheat the system. Yeah.
You absolutely can cheat the system. With
Do you get the
playing card.
benefits
It's pretty funny.
though, or does it like kind of?
It's still you still get all of your brother cards, but you can't do things like double tribe or anything like that, and you still get the whole thing with the whole mega
And
cards thing.
you can't use your Link Force Big Bang unless you're in PvP and you use it as a counter because that's a mechanic.
Or you use the wave command card to get the tribe cards.
Yep.
Oh, true.
That's the only way you can
I
see
surely
it
do
outside
love-
of PvP.
I surely do love built-in action replay with the SFLC.
But of course, the big thing for single player purposes that the wave command cards do, first two, is access to DX bosses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the big thing. Basically, like Salt Bay with his stakes, they just put gold paper on everybody, and they're all gold
They
now.
have the same amounts of
Yeah.
HP. They hit hard. It's like hard mode bosses. Essentially.
Yeah.
If I can say something about that implementation of wave command, is that in the most like lower accurate way to use this, you have to buy these small cards with holes, and you tap the holes to get the codes. Getting wave commands into the game would save you so much money and so much research. It's like super convenient to have them that way.
Yeah, just to put things into perspective, like back in the day when you're playing Star Force 2 on a DS, how do you get the codes? One, you buy the book at retail, because for some reason they actually did sell in the US. That was pretty cool. Or you just look up the codes online, but then you have to spend time to figure out how the inputs work and which pattern to use. It takes a lot of time to research all that, but the Legacy Collection is just gonna do it all for you through this menu that's similar to the patch cards from BNLC. That's so cool, man.
Yeah, because so technically speaking, when you go to the wave command menu, there is nothing but space. There's no indication.
Kind of like our background here.
Nothing. if you touch the screen, it'll put in a dot that says, "Hey, you touched that spot."
Wow.
But
In the case of Star Force 3, you don't even get dots.
yeah,
It's
they
like blind
deleted
to
the dots. They're like, you don't get nothing. Shut up.
Make it harder to copy. I'm guessing.
So the reason why that was is because with the guidebook, the Prima guide for the wave command card kit, it actually came with like these little cards of like each whatever tribe you are. So you're supposed to rip those out and then you put it on your DS touchscreen, and then you touch the spots, which I found funny and cool. But yeah, you needed like an external thing. There's no.
It's only really possible because of the DS's like touchscreen. I forget what the term is. Is it capacitive resistant, or am I thinking of the wrong thing? I know it's only possible because of the way that the DS touchscreen works.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name, but I do. Yeah, I do believe that's the reason.
Yeah.
Just
Go ahead.
I was like, just to throw in my 2 cents, since I think it's my turn at this point. I'm not super surprised that the wave command cards are back. They were one of the more interesting parts of Star Force 2, in my opinion, and Star Force 3 when they returned. I remember correctly, in 2 there were like 10 blank cards. There's not that many of them. And they're probably going to be mostly unchanged from the original game. I do think it's very cool that they're reusing the patch card menu option to do it for you. That's a really good way of reusing a sort of idea from the previous collection. Being said, I would not be surprised if there's an online toggle to turn these off. Because just like the patch cards in Battle Network, they can get pretty broken.
Oh, the Tribe King!
I would say Auto Tribe King is perhaps a little too much. I could see them having a toggle on online that bans wave command.
Yeah, I don't think the original game ever had a toggle like that. So Auto Tribe King basically ruled the PvP back then.
It would make this version of online basically unplayable if they didn't have a toggle. So I really hope that they remember that from the previous collection.
I mean, just wait 3 turns. Auto Tribe King will wear off on its own.
See, here's the thing that I noticed. Here's the thing that I noticed with Auto Trap King, and I'm gonna talk so much smack. So if it offends you, I'm so sorry, but I'm not. Basically, anytime people use Auto Trap King, they had to give up their brain. And because I barely ever saw anybody properly use it. They just put big cards and then hope for the best.
I mean, it's literally the most unga bunga form in all Bound Star Force history.
Yeah. So they played the character quite well, is what you're saying. Is what I'm saying too. But yeah,
also... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, if they have like a filter for it, or you can like, all right, we don't allow this in this part, I wouldn't mind. I'm gonna go in it though.
You know, it's too bad Star Force doesn't have full cust to my memory, so you can troll Tribe King users.
Oh. I think that's the one thing I miss about Star Force is there's no full cust. It's just fast.
Just
and slow.
fast gauge. Yeah, exactly.
I do miss that in Star Force. I distinctly remember that the last time I played it was missing full cust. That was so useful if you wanted to just knock out a bunch of attacks in a row.
Yeah.
Full cust was such a broken card. It's a shame it was taken down finally. Survived 6 games.
I also want to add that with this collection, we Europeans, again, we are finally getting access to Wave Command cards because they were gone on Star Force 2 here.
That's true.
And you got like nothing, dude. You got like the steak without.
I know.
You got a well done steak. That's what you got.
Yeah, for real though. We got nothing.
Yeah, that means you didn't get the DX bosses either. That sucks.
Nope. Those are impossible to fight on the European versions of SF2. Yeah. So looking forward to playing the
about it.
Looking forward to play Star Force 2 for the first time.
And now you can play.
I've played.
Just on the topic of Star Force 2, this is basically going to be like the not quite DX patch, just because no encounters. You can turn it off now. But we'll get back to that later. What were you going to say, Burnbro?
Oh, I was gonna say I forgot.
Oops.
I completely forgot. No, it's fine. It's fine. It wasn't anything important.
Oh, I think we might have skipped something actually, but we can get back to that when we were done talking about the current topic of command cards and the event cards.
Yep.
Oh wait, no, I don't think we skipped it.
For the sake of time, does anyone have anything else to add about the wave commands or the event cards?
I do have a question, actually. I don't know if we saw this yet, because I've seen a lot of the footage for Star Force Legacy Collection, but I don't know if I've seen everything. Did they confirm that the noise mod gear from Star Force 3 is going to have the same thing as Star Force 2, where there's a menu to automatically use them?
Not yet, but we can assume so.
Because I have to imagine they're going to do that.
That's still up in the air.
Okay.
But it's like, if this is here, then by all means, it should be there for 3 as well.
I would agree with that.
I just wish we had the Beastcade in the Battle Legacy Collection.
Yeah.
And that begs the question if the Star Force 3 shenanigans are gonna be in like the purpose cards and all of these things.
Yeah, there's still a lot of questions about like noise Kaizo gear and all that too.
Oh yeah.
We never got to experience that one in North America.
Nope. Yeah, that was cut off. My guess is gonna be in, but I can't confirm anything, so don't trust me.
Yep. And then moving on to the gallery. So a couple of things we wanted to touch on here was one, we kind of got a question about like, you know, a model viewer would be kind of cool. But then the big news from the TGS stage show that happened was that they're not only going to remix some of the soundtrack that you can listen to in game, like on its own, that's really cool, but they're going out their way to remix every single track in the entire OSTs of all 3 games. All of them. Like, what? What is this?
Yeah.
This is a remake?
I can't wait to hear the remix for the boss theme for Star Force 3 and Crimson Dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot believe I'm getting an official Crimson Dragon remix in 2026. Like, dog!
We're back in the right timeline, aren't we?
Yeah.
Like, that song as a whole is probably just my favorite final boss theme in this whole franchise.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Music is one of the reasons why I included that as one of the. I hosted a PAX panel a while ago for the best moments in Mega Man, like the whole series, and Crimson Dragon's boss fight was one of the memories specifically for that music, among other things.
Yeah.
It's so hype. And the way it ends, I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone, but the way you get into phase 2, that's so badass.
I need to talk about this because, you know, Star Wars 3 does the thing that most good RPGs do and incorporates the main theme of the game into the final boss theme.
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
that was so cool.
It's like it's the only game in the network timeline to do that. In the whole franchise to do that. Like, we have, you know, Battlefront 2, 3, 5, and 6 that has the final dungeon has the main theme, while, you know, B1 did in the second dungeon. And Star Force 1 copied Battlefront 1 somewhere, does the same thing with the second dungeon. But then 3 decides, you know what? We're gonna hammer in the shooting star theme throughout the entire freaking game. You're gonna know that this shooting star rock, man. And then we're gonna make sure that you know in the end, all right, this is not just any theme. This is your theme.
Yeah.
It's especially, you know, for round 2, because at that point, the boss theme isn't for Crimson Dragon. That's for you. That's your theme playing right now.
You're the final boss.
Yeah. I freaking love this game.
Guys, I think he's happy.
It really helps, like, remind me that, like, there are some, like, fan projects, like, say, Mega Man 8-Bit Deathmatch, that also did the same thing, because Cutman Mike has gone on record to say that he had the main theme of Mega Man 8-Bit Deathmatch composed in such a way so that it could be used as the major motif for the ultimate final boss of the... What was it? Version 6 update?
Yeah,
I'm not sure, Lucy. Like, it's been forever since I played 8-Bit Deathmatch.
My only wish in this life is that we get people actively seeking the Star Force motif like they do with Deltarune. Like, oh yeah, the Star Force motif here.
Oh god, thanks for the video idea, Broomcrow.
Free money.
You see here, we have the motif here, and here, and here.
Yeah. Listen to that. Listen to this. I would totally do that, by the way. I am that much of a nerd.
That'd be fun.
On the topic of the music, if I'm allowed, I'm looking forward to seeing what they're gonna do with the remixes, because, you know, the Star Force music used to be very good in the sense of incorporating the themes of the visuals into the music. Like, every track that has you on a radio world or something has these small sounds on the stereo that go, you know, as the waves pass you by. That was super cool. I hope they keep that in on the remixes.
Yeah, you can listen to
immersion into the wave world.
You can listen to some of it right now in the trailers. We've heard the Star Force 2 main theme. We've heard Ride On from Star Force 1. And probably a couple of others that I'm forgetting.
It is genuinely shocking that they are going out of their way to remix every single song in all 3 games. No other Legacy collection has had nearly that level of attention given to it. And I'm genuinely curious why they're doing this now. Yeah, it says a lot, honestly. I'm curious why they're doing this now.
I think there's a bias. I think they agree that Star Force is the best series.
I can't wait for the remix of Moving Scene.
I know music is very subjective, but there's just something about Star Force music. It always leaves me in awe. Just because, like, it's just so good. I like the instruments that were used, just the way they're put out there. I almost want to say perfect.
That's kind of how I feel about the Zero OSTs, because, like, it just always leaves such an impact.
Well, that being said, me personally, this might just be a me thing, to be honest with you. I'm also very worried because to me, I value Starford music highly. It is very much up there for me. And usually when something's considered to be really good, the question then becomes, can you top it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'll have a prediction about that. I don't think they're necessarily going to top it, but I think they're going to provide like a neat little like modern. It's kind of like listening to a remix album. Like it's not necessarily topping it, but it's like giving a different interpretation of the song. At least that's the vibe I'm getting from the ones I've heard so far. Like it's just like a different take on it rather than like strictly replacing the songs. And the good news is that you can turn it off if you really want to.
No, yeah, for sure. But that's where I'm like the most worried is because you can actually listen to these tracks in game, which in by itself is kind of crazy. I was like, whoa. So I know it's optional, but I do hope that, you know, I can have them on and not feel any ounce of like, oh, I want to go back to the old, you know. Like, if you want to switch back, it's because you want to, not because you feel like you have to.
Yeah. Well, what I will say is, like, the two remixes we heard so far in the trailers, they are really good. Like, I like what I heard so far.
Same here.
But, again, I get the sense, like, they're not necessarily trying to replace the original tracks, but, like, try to do their own thing with them. Kind of like the original musics we've heard throughout the Legacy collections up to this point. Kind of like that sound, if you know what I mean. The more like techno sound.
I cannot wait for Road to Victory. Oh my god.
Oh god. See, that's the exciting thing about every song getting a remix. Is like we don't even have to wonder if they're gonna do like one popular track or another. It's like no, they're doing it all. So now it's just
the whole thing.
Just like anticipating us finally getting to hear what they did with it. That's exciting.
Moving Scene, man. I want to listen to that.
I want to hear the theme, the comical scene. I want that one.
I love the boss fight themes in all 3 games. That's going to be so much fun to listen to again.
Oh, yeah.
It gets you really pumped up.
3 is my favorite boss theme, honestly.
I like the 1 and 2 the most.
Yeah, I agree. I like 2.
Yeah, 2.
I think 2 has the strongest battle themes, other than like the final boss. That goes to Star Force 3, but otherwise I like 2's a lot.
I think even the battle theme goes to Star Force 3, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's so good.
That's good too.
The number one.
Yeah, the regular battle theme in all 3 games are very good.
The regular one. Yeah. The whole track is good. All of it's good.
It's all
I don't
good.
remember.
See, this whole discussion is what led them to remixing the entire albums.
Yeah,
they can't decide. Just do it all.
What they said on the stage show was like they at first were just gonna do a few, but then like you know what? Screw it. We're just doing it all. Here we go.
Everyone is happy now.
I appreciate our version 2 in the trailer so I can listen to it on repeat for the next 8 months.
I'll just even defender of the first boss theme, like from SF1. I really like it thematically.
I'm very curious. Let's make this quick. Like just 3 tracks off the top of your head. What are the ones you're waiting for the most?
What was it called? That's not Great Battle. It was the PvP theme for 2 specifically.
Road to Victory.
Yeah, Road to Victory. Okay, Road to Victory is 1. Crimson Dragon.
Wave
definitely. Battle. Any of the battle tracks, to be honest. It's hard to pick one. I want to hear the rest of Star Force 1 Ride On because they played like the opening riff to it in the trailer, but they cut it off right before it got good. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You can't do like that.
So yeah. I won't say Crimson Dragon because everyone's gonna say it, and it's mine as well. But Me personally, Road to Victory, Spade Magnus' stage, and Dread Joker stage, to be honest with you.
I want to hear Go Satoa Police and Star Force 3.
Oh, yeah. Those are good ones. Those are good ones, too.
Yeah, I like those.
For me, I want Cygnus' dungeon, Libra's dungeon, and a Skywave.
Nice. I like Skywave.
I want to hear Andromeda's.
Oh, that's true. And the final dungeon theme in Star Force 1 is very good. Honestly, I already said mine.
Oh, that's Battlefield. I was gonna say that one.
Like, Andromeda's battle theme was really, really good. Not as good as Crimson Dragon, but still really good.
I already said my 3. I said honestly, Wave Battle for Star Force 1, 2, and 3. Those are my 3. I love the boss themes in these games. They're very, very good.
Yeah, if anything Star Force has been consistent about is battle themes. They nailed pretty much every single one.
Actually, now that I think about it, I've heard Sapphire say a lot that the Star Force 2 PvP theme was really good.
Road to Victory.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what it's called. Okay.
Oh, you know what? I just thought of something. Since Star Force 1 has never been online till now, are we going to get a PvP theme for Star Force 1?
That'll be fun.
Would be not.
Probably.
Probably
That'd
not,
be
but
really funny.
a man can dream, okay?
Right, my 3. Hey, getting tired of hearing Crimson Dragon, because that's one of mine. Crimson Dragon, the boss theme from ShadowRockZX 3, and Mysterious Siblings.
Oh, yes.
3.
Ooh, a cutscene theme.
It sounds so good. I like it.
Did you say Battle.net 3 instead of Star Force 3?
Yeah.
Listen, I've been on Battle.net for like a billion hours. Leave me alone. I'm sorry. I meant to say Star Force 3. Listen. Why listen to me? But no, those are the 3.
So my 3, and I'm going to avoid any battle theme to be a filthy contrarian. From SF1, I'd say Last Battlefield, the last dungeon theme. Second one would be the Meteor server theme from 3.
Oh, I like that.
And Rivals Unite from that one specific moment in 3.
There's the there's like the noise wave theme in Star Force 3 that in the original at least is extremely quiet. Like it almost sounds like the game is muted for half of the track. I wonder how the
it does just cut off in regular noise waves at a certain point.
Yeah.
It's in the big ones where you get the full track.
Are you sure it didn't? Are you sure it didn't sound muted because Red Gaia Racer blew out your speakers?
No, to me it just like okay, the music stopped. That's cool, I guess.
No, it actually does. It actually does stop.
On a related tangent, I would not be surprised if just before the collection releases or soon after it, we start getting these tracks on Spotify and other music streaming services.
Oh my god!
I will buy it immediately.
I'm pretty sure.
Probably right at launch.
Aren't the Battle Networks in Spotify already?
Yeah.
You buy a soundtrack on Steam.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like
not only will Star
most likely we're getting a soundtrack CD, just like all the other legacy collections.
For sure.
But this time it's gonna be 3 soundtracks worth. Holy cow!
That's true.
No, that's gonna be a thick CD case, man.
It's gonna be like multiple
like
discs.
Final Fantasy VII one.
There's gonna be a disc for each game.
We're gonna have a double layered disc for all the soundtrack.
Oh my god.
I'll also say honorable mention, since no one mentioned it, I want Black Hole Server. Want it.
Ooh.
There's the main theme in the dungeon.
I'm thinking of 3 tracks. I'm thinking of 3 tracks myself, and all 3 are from SF2. Apart from Wave Battle, like the boss theme, I'm thinking of Skywave. Like,
good one.
Skywave is the one from the Skywave, you know?
Skywave is peak.
Oh, true. True.
Yeah,
true.
I love it so much. Wave Square and Wave World. So, just typical navigation themes, Those are the themes that we're gonna be listening to, like, for most of the gameplay, honestly. So they better.
Those are always so good.
And while you guys pick your songs from one game, meanwhile I chose Skyway because I didn't want all my songs just be from Star Force 1.
It'd be like that.
Yeah, but I think what's exciting about this remix thing is, it's gonna be kind of like playing the soundtrack mods for the ShadowRockZX collection, but it's official this time, and it's gonna feel like almost a new game as we were playing through. Like the experience is just going to evolve because of these tracks.
And the features.
Yeah.
Probably the people that have already played Star Force, they might not see like groundbreaking difference, but surely your experience will be like way better for any new fans out there.
I'm sure like anyone who's never played Star Force before, they'll probably be swapping between the tracks often to just hear the difference.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For long-time fans like us, it's gonna be like basically playing a new game in a sense, which is really fun.
Yeah.
But I think that's all we had to say on remixes, so let's move on to a topic that 112 wanted to touch on. That was achievements. So, 112. Go ahead.
I just wanted to ask one question. You all mentioned the CDs earlier. Were those Japan-only releases? I don't remember.
Yes, the CDs were Japan only, but you could buy it on Steam as well.
Yeah, digital English, English.
Now, when you buy them on Steam, I've wishlisted some of the soundtracks there, but I haven't actually gotten any of them. Is it like just regular MP4 stuff, or do you have to use Steam to play the music somehow?
You can download it.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
It'd be MP3 though.
Yeah, it is MP3. Yeah, you
did I say? Yeah, I said MP4, didn't I? I meant MP3.
On the subject of achievements, as mentioned earlier, I'm really curious what they're going to be this time. The Battle Network ones were not horrible, but getting every chip in Battle Network 1 really sucked. And and obviously it's not going to be nearly as bad in Star Force, because I definitely do not remember any of the cards having a 2% drop rate or anything ridiculous like that. So even if they do require that, it won't be nearly as annoying. But I am curious what type of achievements we're going to get. I would not be surprised if there is at least one get every card for sure. I wonder if they are going to have us beating every version of every game again, because that was a thing in Battle Network. You did have to beat every single version. You had to beat 4 twice, 5 twice, 6 twice, and 3 twice. I don't know.
Well, you have to beat Star Force 2 4 times.
Yeah, I was saying, if you have to beat Star Force 3 times and Star Force 2, I mean, I could see it being 2 times, honestly, because I know Sarion is shared between them.
It's Zerker.
Sorry, you're right, Zerker.
Actually,
if they make us beat Star Force 2 4 times, that's ridiculous.
Actually, we might have to, because something I didn't touch on before is on the game selection menu. We have stars next to the games now, and therefore that's each game being completed. And Star Force 2, they have 2 stars per game.
Yep. Oh no! All right, I can see that thing. That's so annoying.
It's happening.
That means you have to technically do like what?
You have to play Zerker twice.
Zerker would be twice, yeah.
Collect every noise.
At the very least, no, because that's random. No.
See, that doesn't sound so bad. The worst one in Star Force 3, if it becomes reality, collect every illegal card.
That's
no, because that's not even a library that exists.
No. Good luck keeping track of those.
If they do the collect every card, it's going to be in Star Force 1 for sure.
I believe it.
That was the one in Battle Network. Was the collect every chip was in Battle Network 1 and Battle Network 4, which was the first game in each collection.
Yeah, because I think 1 at least keeps track of everything in the library, but once we get the 2 and on, it gets really complicated fast.
Yeah.
So, I think on the topic of achievements, I've been looking at the retro achievement sets for Star Force games just to go off as a reference. They usually go way beyond what an unofficial achievement list would go with, and here they have like obtain 50 illegal cards, like any of the 50 illegal cards. So if they have this here, they're probably gonna have like a very low bar.
I could see one. I could see an achievement for a Galaxy Advance, like create any one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
So people can actually use
the program advances,
or even like an achievement for like creating a best combo.
Yeah, that's a. Yeah, I could see that.
For me, mechanics
there for doing all the side quests at least. But which game?
That was also in Battle Network, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for the. All right, guys, time to use up Rogue Tribe, baby.
Yeah, there's gonna be a Rogue Tribe.
I bet getting all the indie proofs in 2 is probably gonna be one of them.
Yep. That might be it. In fact,
there'll be one for the quizzes for sure, because that was in Battle Network.
I feel like they're gonna make an achievement to do at least one gameplay without any brother bands. I feel like that might be a thing.
no brother run.
Could be. I don't know. I feel like that's just something they'd do.
Would you also call a no brother run a solo run?
Haha.
This reminds me, honestly, that one of the in Star Force 1, the quiz person was named Triv Query, like trivia and query. I thought that was hilarious, and I still remember that. But no, there's absolutely going to be an achievement for completing the quiz, because that was a thing in Battle Network. Actually, I'm looking through the list again, and there were ones for beating certain bosses in like Battle Network 4 and 5. A lot of the 5 ones were story based, actually. So
I was the most straightforward out of them all, because you just had to beat each game and get all the dark chips.
Oh, that's true. You did have to get the dark chips. I mean, that honestly indicates there might be something related to the illegal cards, which again I'm not looking forward to, because so much of that is luck.
Yes, yeah, pure luck.
Unless they could be traded between people. I don't.
Can they be
again?
traded?
I don't. I've never played Star Wars 3. I don't know if you can trade illegal cards.
I never tried to trade them. Oh, what was that?
I genuinely do not remember.
Me neither, honestly.
They're still regular cards.
I definitely didn't try.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I think they'll be decent. I think that they've been learning from each collection as time goes on to make better achievements, because it was really bad in like the classic collections. It was literally just beat each game, and then X had some really annoying ones like get every Alia call in X7 or rescue every rep.
Gary rep point in X7. They're so evil for that.
That was terrible. They've been learning from that with each successive collection. So I think the Star Force ones, just barring something ridiculous like getting every illegal card or getting a lot of illegal cards, I do think they're going to be much better managed in this one.
I can see getting all abilities, especially like a Star Force 3, because that will require you to use every single noise. And getting all their abilities.
Well, that'd take a while.
If they do that, what I hope they do, I think I brought this up last time too. I hope that they give us the ability to trade noises.
You know what?
That'd be cool.
Speaking of noises, didn't BN3 have achievements for all the style changes? So maybe we'll get achievements for each noise transformation.
It was between both 2 and 3, because they shared some. But yeah, you have to get every style change.
Yeah, but with 3, yeah, you had bug and then the exclusives.
Yeah, they're probably like use Fire Leo or use Ninja and so on.
You open up the game and it has like 448 achievements.
Oh boy, better get on it.
All of the noise combination.
All right, Quinn, you finished the PC one. Get the Switch one on, and the PlayStation and the Xbox. Haha.
Keep working.
You're making it sound like a bad thing.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying it's a long thing.
Don't threaten him with a good time.
That just sounds like his standard.
This man has to play Star Force 2 24 times.
Oh,
only 24?
He's ready for anything at this point.
I would honestly do that,
16
especially now that Star Force 2 is vindicated. So
I mean, yeah.
It all makes sense now.
I love all the Star Force games. I have a good time with all of them. But dude, playing any game 16 times, no matter what game it is, sounds miserable. Unless you can beat it in like an hour.
Hell no.
They don't have to do it 24 times. They
peak.
get to do it 24 times. That's his thought process.
You're talking to. Listen, in this voice chat at the moment, there's people who have dedicated their entire lives to Mega Man. To the point where they have cleared the game like hundreds of times. So
That's true.
yeah, that's like baseline, honestly. Like playing the same game over and over and over. Yeah.
And
If anything, I'm the tourist here.
It's highly replayable. Just like that is a lot of times to play any game.
If anything, it's time to learn the speed run. I know I'm gonna have to learn the speed run when I have to review this thing.
I was so tempted to actually learn Star Force 3 speedrunning when I saw Rish, Banner speedrunner, make a roadmap for it. It's like, oh, that looks pretty handy. I kind of want to use that.
Don't forget Asar. I called dibs on Pegasus, Circle X Ninja, and Red Joker.
This is Capcom's trump card. They're just going to use this to keep everybody busy, and then they don't have to release a new Mega Man game because it's like, well, did you do everything in the last one we released? Oh, well, get back to us. You'll have something then.
You must complete every Star Force collection on every console before you get a new game.
Bet.
For all intents and purposes, for the people watching, this is a joke.
No, it's not a joke.
Don't do it.
You must defeat Rogue DX to stand a chance.
I mean, Quinn will probably be done in a week anyway.
Specifically look at Quinn and be like, you don't get a new Star Force game until Quinn beats all of them.
Oh god.
All right,
I
Quinn,
will live stream the whole process.
There you go.
You don't understand, Scott. To date me, you have to beat all of my evil Star Force copies.
Must defeat Shanglong to stand a chance.
Well, let's go ahead and move on. We got a lot to cover still.
Yeah, you might have to break this up into more volumes than the Star Force Legacy Collection will have.
All right.
Yo, more views?
4-hour discussion. TGS news explained in obsessive detail.
ASMR.
This is just us. We've been bottling up discussion for years. This is it's just coming out now.
Like we haven't really had
a
chance to talk about Star Force for years. So this is our moment.
Now I feel really guilty for showing up last minute.
No, it's fine.
It only overextended everything.
It's already going to be long, so buckle up, boyo.
Hey, if you love something, you can talk about it whenever you want.
Hell yeah.
Power of hyperfixation, baby!
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today, but stay tuned for part 3 because we're going to get pretty heated as we start to discuss some of the issues with the collection so far. Like that AI upscaling filter. Oh yeah, we're going there. So, you won't want to miss it. Guys, just want to thank you all so much for watching, and let's go down the list. TGP, where can we find you at?
You can find me on twitch.tv/thygameplay, where I play games and all this stuff. And I will 100% be playing Star Force Legacy Collection, so you can catch me with that when it comes out.
Awesome. 112, where can we find you at?
You can find me on the R Mega Man subreddit and Discord. That is reddit.com/r/megaman or discord.gg/megaman. I am one of several moderators in the community.
LBD Nytetrayn, where can we find you at?
Well, you can find some of my writings and other odds and ends at themmnetwork.com, the Mega Man Network, and also at the MM Network on Twitter and Sky for more Mega Man fun, and the Mega Man Network, one word, on YouTube. Otherwise, you're going to get just a bunch of Battle Network results instead. If you want to see the, some of the old stuff I've got there and the streams I've been doing with my wife, as of late with Mega Man games.
Nice. And Lucina, where can we find you at?
Well, you can find me on the Mega Man Zero Resurrection public test server. You could also see me on the ShadowRockZX server. Though if you want to reach out to me personally, I do have a Blue Sky. That is at princesslucina.bsky.social. My commissions are always open, so feel free to hit me up.
And Quint, where can we find you at?
Well, you can find me right here. You can also find me on YouTube if you look up Mega Man Star Force right now. Hey, look at that. One of the first results right there. I bet you've probably already seen this because you have been looking at Star Force stuff ever since the collection got announced. But yeah, I do Mega Man stuff. Plenty of it. Commentary lists, walkthroughs, and all that stuff. Go check it out if you need help or anything. I'm sure it'll help you out.
Sure will. And Burn Crow, where can we find you at?
You can find me on both Twitch and YouTube, and in social media, I'm mostly active on Blue Sky and Twitter.
Yeah, I know you've been making some Star Force content yourself, like the localization. Or I'm sorry.
You did a short video on the cut content of Mega Man Star Force.
That's right.
I've gotten some good feedback on that, so I'll be following up soon with something. I don't know what yet.
Yeah, it was a good video.
Thank you.
And then, Roar, where can we find you at?
Oh, you can find me in a lot of places. You can find me in the ShadowRockZX Discord. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Blue Sky, all on Aurora Deity. I do a lot of mostly Mega Man content, a little bit of Sonic, but mostly Mega Man. And I'm slowly working through 8-Bit Deathmatch campaign, and I'm starting the Star Force grind really soon. So look forward to that.
Heck yeah. And then, finally, Neo, where can we find you at?
Well, I have a YouTube channel. It's called Neo Eclair, just like me. And I make a fool out of myself by playing games and doing exercise in camera. And yeah, whenever I got free time, I post once in a blue moon about stuff that I like. Mostly Mega Man. But most of all, you can find me in the ShadowRockZX YouTube channel, where I put most of my effort.
And we appreciate you for that. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned to ShadowRockZX for all things Mega Man, including the Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection, especially the rest of this massive 4-parter discussion. Until then, rock on and have yourselves a wonderful time zone.